How's it going, guys? Cody guys back again, dropping yet another video. Right guys, you can hear the boiler because I know I've been cooking the hooch on a window behind me, but it's cloudy, but it's still very humid, but it's not cooking it, so I've had to turn the heating on. I've just fed the hooch. By feeding it I mean adding sugar. Shaky, banged it back on the radiator so it's cooking 32 degrees right currently, so if I start to sweat I apologize. So they're cooking. I'm probably going to do the taste test tonight. If you want me to, it's been what, Saturday night, Sunday night, Monday night, Tuesday night, Wednesday night, so it's been like 5 days. So if you want me to do a taste test tonight, drop me a comment. If you want me to leave it for a few days, drop a comment, let me know what you think. This video, guys, as you can see from the title, is I've been speaking to a lot of subscribers, prisoners' girlfriends, people off the street, people that nearly went into prison, people that are facing criminal charges, people that have been in prison, right? Pretty much a very quite a broad spectrum of people. Now, there's a prisoner's girlfriend, right? Lovely girl, speaks to me quite frequently. Her boyfriend keeps asking her to take phones into prison. Now, it started off with one phone, right? But now he wants her to take phones in for 2 of his boys in prison. Now, I know what I think. I'm gonna ask you guys, if you're in prison and you're doing a little bit of wheeling and dealing and stuff, and you're in a position, if I would personally, if I'm selling drugs and stuff like that and doing a bit of this and that on the wing, I'd end up getting some, like, drug addict, right, get him in debt with me, and then say to him, right, if you owe me money now, you better get your bird to bring up a parcel of mobile phones or drugs to hand over to you on the visit. You come back to the wing and then you give me the drugs, or I'm going to levy you. And not in a bully sense, guys, it's just how prison works, right? If you borrow something, you've got to give double back, and like I say, so get someone in your debt and then get someone else to take the risk. But this prisoner's boyfriend, he's asking her to take phones in for him. Now, there's no money, he's not giving her any money. He now wants her to smuggle 2 phones in for two of his boys in prison, right? So I'm asking you guys, is she being used? I know what I think, I know she is. You tell me what you think, guys. Like I say, I'm not an expert in anything, I'm an expert in my own life, right? Surely, right, if these 2 other prisoners that want mobile phones bringing in, why are they not asking their girlfriends to bring the phones in? Why? I'll tell you why. Because if they get caught, they're going to get stopped, they'll get searched, and if they get caught with the phones, they'll get arrested for supplying HMP. And I think it carries like a 2-year sentence or something stupid like that. And obviously, with the amount of mobile phones within prisons and stuff, the judges will throw the book and make a scapegoat of these people. But this guy who says he's madly in love with his girlfriend, they're engaged and stuff like that, right? Why is he asking his girlfriend to bring phones in, and there's no money being changed hands? For her taking the phones into prison, she's earning fuck all, 0. And she's risking her freedom, guys. If you're in prison and you idolise your missus and you love her beyond words, right? Would you ask your missus to smuggle phones into prison, right? No, because no one can say you're definitely not going to get caught, right? You can say, oh, there's a high chance you couldn't get caught, you might get caught, blah, blah, blah. But would you put your missus in that position, knowing that if she gets caught, there's a high probability she could end up in prison or on a suspended sentence or something, and then you get put on closed visits and stuff like that? Would you do that? Would you put your missus or your loved one through that? Like I say, the fact that he's trying to get 2 phones in for his 2 boys, well, his 2 boys will be paying him, because he's not stupid. It's a business inside, yeah? Prison works in very different ways. But my point is, right, this guy, this girl's boyfriend, this woman's boyfriend inside, he's had a few side chicks on the go. He's very secretive and stuff like that. He tells what he needs to know. See, this is the thing. He's talking to other girls, right? But he's asking these other girls to take phones up. So, in my opinion, he's buttering them all up, right? He's had 3 or 4 girls previous on the go, right? And then this other girl, she said she's not taking phones in, right? But then he's on the phone to his girlfriend, the one he's engaged to, that this woman loves him with every ounce of her being, right? And he's using that because she's blinded by love, right? To say, well, and he's using that to say, babe, get me the phones and stuff. Prison's a very selfish place, guys, right? My opinion, honestly, is absolutely using her. 100%. 100%. And because she says yeah, and she'll do whatever she tells him, whatever he says for her to do, she does and stuff, and she's part of, like a little lapdog, right? And I'm not slagging her off; she's a lovely girl. But the point is, would you, if you're in a position where you're smashing it in prison, would you then, right? Why would you take the risk yourself? You wouldn't, would you? You wouldn't want to put your missus in a position where she's going to get caught. You get someone on the wing that's addicted to drugs or a spice head or something. For those that don't know, a spice head is a spice addict, right? And get him in debt with you and say, right, look, I'll clear your fucking slate, as in your debt will be cleared, but you have to get a parcel in with your missus or your family, because the families are scared they're going to get beat up in prison. So they bring the parcel in. The parcel gets ordered over to the spice head. The spice head comes back to the wing and gives it to the dealer. There's no risk for the dealer then, is there? The dealer sat pretty. He's not taking any risk. He's not taking any chance. He's not going to get a nick in. His bird's not going to get arrested. It's all good because, like I say, but this guy who states he loves his missus and she's his world and all this stuff, in my opinion, is using her because he keeps asking her, oh, first it was one phone, now it's 3. And the 2 other phones are not even for him. They're for 2 of his boys. So he'll be earning money from his boys in prison, right? And the girl's taking the risk and she's getting paid 0. Would you risk it? Would you risk it? Would you put your girlfriend in a position? Girls, if you're watching this video, would you risk smuggling drugs or mobile phone or something like that into prison because your boyfriend told you to? If you say yeah, you're like a crash test dummy, you're going to run into the wall, right? You know what I'm saying? Someone tells you to jump off a cliff, you're going to jump off a cliff, right? There's love, and then prisoners are very manipulative, guys. It's as simple as that. Not all prisoners, but some prisoners manipulate people. They use people to get the upper hand, to see what they can get from that person, to work to their advantage, especially in prison, guys. Very, very much so. But you guys will have to let me know, right? Like I say, I'm not going to name the girl out of respect and stuff. She knows I'm doing this vlog. She knows this vlog's aimed at her and stuff. I want to know from you guys, from prisoners' girlfriends, from obviously from prisoners, former prisoners, prison officers, whatever, whoever watches this fucking video. Would you smuggle not 1, not 2, but 3 mobile phones in on one visit to your boyfriend, risking your freedom for no money? Would you? If the boyfriend really loved her, in my opinion, he wouldn't ask her to bring the drugs in and stuff. Like I say, drugs get in prison every different way. And I'm not trying to blow prisoners up. Absolutely not. But if you're in a position where you're doing a bit in prison, doing a bit means you're wheeling and dealing and stuff, you're making money, you're doing what you're doing, right? Surely you get someone that was addicted to the drug, get them in debt with you, and they say, look, I'm going to lever you, get a parcel in. That would be my way. If I was the drug dealer, I would put an addict that was in my pocket and say, right, you go and do it. Why? Because that prisoner is then taking the risk. He's got, like I say, if he gets caught, he gets caught. If his girlfriend gets caught, he gets caught. It's nothing to do with me. I'm taking myself out of the equation so I don't get a nicking. I don't want myself spun. I don't want to get fucked over. That's how I would do it personally. But like I say, guys, there's a lot of girlfriends out there, a lot of prisoners' girlfriends and stuff, right, that patter to the man. They're sending them money in for him and stuff, and they're on spice or whatever. Not all prisoners are on spice, some of them. But if your loved one's ringing you and he's like, babe, I need you to bring me up a parcel. I need you to bring me some drugs in. I need you to put money into this guy's account. I need you to send me money this week, that week, this week, next week. I want you to send me 50, 100, 180, 200 pound. And just making excuses up for you to send money in. There's a high probability that those prisoners, your boyfriends, your partners, your family members, are actually addicted to drugs. Now, that's a shameful thing. It's not, like I say, people take substance abuse is a very serious matter. And like I say, it's not to be laughed at. I don't put anyone down that's in that position, because like I say, people take drugs and drink and stuff, and for many different reasons. Like I say, some people, there's a reason, it's like a trigger. They're trying to forget something or become addicted to drugs. I've seen people spiked in prison. I've seen people bullied. I've seen people peer pressured into taking drugs. I've seen people that were addicts. I've been in prison with people that have never touched drugs in their life and have left addicts, because prison, people take drugs to escape the realization of the surroundings and stuff. Now, with this girl, I'm trying to word her up. I've dropped little subtle hints, and then I've actually just said to her straight, you were being used. The fact he's got side chicks, right, that he's kept secret from her, which it's all come out because they're all these two women are talking now, and they're both being played by the same bloke. Right, one of them's refusing to take mobile phones and drugs into the prison. The other one was planning to take mobile phones into a prison. Now, like I say, by doing so, right, one phone becomes three. Right, she's not getting paid any money. Right, and they're only little bum phones, yeah, beat the boss chair phones, little like L8 stars and stuff like that, yeah. So they're not even smartphones. So if you're going to smuggle phones into prison, you might as well smuggle smartphones, because if you get caught with a smartphone, it's the same punishment as getting caught with a non-smartphone, i.e. like the little Zenko fucking mobiles, or the beat the boss chair phones. A mobile phone's a mobile phone, so, but like I say, then you've got to try and get in a smartphone. Through security, it's obviously a lot bigger and stuff. Smaller phones are easy to conceal, but a mobile phone's a mobile phone. Like I say, would you take it? How, if you was going to take the drug into prison, how much would you want paying? Would you do it for free? Would you do it because you loved your boyfriend and you was like, yeah, babe, I love you, don't I? And blah, blah, blah. Or would you actually think, you know what? I'm not fucking doing that. Get someone else. You can pay somebody off the street, yeah. If you've got a connection there on the road, or do you know what I'm seeing, or there's a spy, so there's always someone that's willing to take drugs into a prison. And like I say, it goes on, and like I say, I've got nothing bad to say about them. But I draw the line when there's a prisoner that's clearly manipulating and playing his girlfriend, asking her to risk her freedom and her life, right, to take in mobile phones for him in prison. He's earning money. His boys are paying him money, right? And she's getting paid fuck all, and her freedom's at liberty. I need to know what you guys think about the video. Would you do it? Would you not do it? Have you done it? Have you thought about it? Have you been asked? Like I say, you've got to ask it. But would you do it for zero for your loved one because you love them? Let me know, guys. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know if you want me to do the vlog about doing the taste test tonight, reference the hooch. Leave it there, guys. Like, comment, subscribe. Cody out.